In this tutorial, I am going to be looking at this question: how do I start a small business online? This guide walks you through some essential steps and some key strategies and practices to start a small online business. So if you want to learn some tactics and practical suggestions to get started with a small online business, keep watching. Hi, my name is Ashley. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button so you get alerted about new videos. Please make sure you like the video because that tells me you like the content, and I'll then create more content for you. Thank you, let's go. Step number 1, assess the viability of your new online business idea. Just because it's easier to start an online business doesn't mean no costs are involved. As with a physically based business, the first step to take with your online business is to assess your idea's feasibility. The first step towards determining whether your business idea has legs is to carry out extensive market research. You need to establish if there is a market for your business and whether this is big enough to make the venture a success. Many great ideas have been lost by a lack of research, and this stage should never be overlooked. Not only do you need to work out whether there is sufficient demand for your offering, you must also determine what marketing, pricing and business model will work for your target market. To do this, you need to find out as much information as possible about your potential customers. How many are there? What type of people are they? Where do they shop? How do they behave, and what drives their purchasing decisions? If they are consumers, how much do they typically earn and how much disposable income do they have? How often would they buy your product or service? Thankfully, you can carry out much market research at little or no cost. Market research falls into two main categories: primary, which you can conduct yourself, and secondary. This is analysing data published by secondary sources. The research can be quantitative, based on numbers and statistics, or qualitative, based on attitudes and opinions. Ideally, you want a mixture of all of these sources to gain a reliable picture of the market. Your primary research could include focus groups to gauge prospective customers, attitude towards your offerings, surveys, or sizing up the competition. Look at your rivals, use of technology, customer service, prices, marketing and business models, and try to find out what your potential customers think of these things. This will help you to identify areas for improvement. Often you can access valuable secondary data free of charge simply by asking for it via a phone call or email, or for a nominal charge to cover postage or photocopying. Much of it also is available online. Trade and industry associations often publish data such as sales figures, economic trends and other statistics and reports. Look at industry specific magazines and publications too. Remember, the goal is to arm yourself with as much information as possible about the state, size and needs of your market. Do enough research to ensure the results aren't one-sided, and take feedback on board. Be prepared to change your idea according to what your customers want, not what you prescribe as the best solution. Is your idea original, or are you building on an existing concept? If it's the latter, is there really room for another player in the market, and is your idea sufficiently distinct and compelling to lure businesses away from your competitors? You need clear, unique selling points, USPs. Similarly, if no one else is doing it, is there a reason for this? One way to evaluate the viability of your idea is to conduct a SWOT analysis. This is a strategic planning tool that involves analysing the strengths, what gives your company an edge over competitors, weaknesses, in what areas would your company be at a disadvantage, opportunities, what external chances are there to make greater sales or profits, and threats, what could put your idea at risk, such as a larger competitor copying your idea. Is there anything about your technology or approach that couldn't be easily copied by a rival with big buying power? If the answer is no, think carefully before moving forward. Mitigate the threats by protecting your intellectual property where you can. You can't protect the idea itself, but you can safeguard your name, brand, designs and inventions through trademarks and patents. Equally, run a search on the trademark and patent database on the Intellectual Property Office's website to ensure you're not treading on anyone else's toes. It's what you do with a great idea that counts. You need the right execution. Google wasn't the first search engine and Facebook wasn't the first social network, but by finding the right business model and honing the offering, these companies were able to build on an existing concept to become market leaders. You have to be able to monetize your idea if you want a sustainable business. You also need the right marketing, pricing and cost base, and a product or service in tune with how your customers want to use it. Do you have the funds in place to get your business off the ground? You need enough to support yourself and to provide sufficient working capital until your company hits profitability. Undertake some honest and thorough analysis of how much it will cost to set up and run your business, how much you expect to sell each month, and when you expect get to break even? What are your margins? Can you sell enough at the right price to make it viable? With this in mind, you need to evaluate your idea. The following are just a few of the questions you need to ask yourself. Does your product or service solve a problem that enough potential customers have? Does your product or service provide a cost-effective solution to that problem? Are people willing to spend money to solve the problem? How costly will it be to reach the people in need of the solution your product or service offers? If at any point you're looking for support and training in digital marketing, then I recommend you check out the Internet Business School website, the UK's leading internet marketing training provider. They offer a range of comprehensive courses covering all aspects of digital marketing. Just click the link in the description box below this video. Step number 2. Develop a business plan. Once you know your idea is feasible, it's time to put together a comprehensive business plan. Even if you don't plan on obtaining funding for your business, at least not initially, having a business plan is valuable because it lets you spot any potential bumps down the road and plan for future growth and profitability. The work you did in step 1 gives you a good base from which to develop your business plan, and multiple resources are available online to help you put together the core elements of a solid plan. An effective plan will help you to identify your market further, clarify your objectives, provide a marketing roadmap, and assist you in making the kinds of decisions that may mean the difference between success and failure. A business plan is a document describing a business, its products or services, how it earns or will earn money, its leadership and staffing, its financing, its operations model, and many other details essential to its success. Describe your company. This section of your business plan should answer two fundamental questions. Who are you and what do you plan to do? Answering these questions with a company description provides an introduction to why you're in business, why you're different, what you have going for you, and why you're a good investment bet. Next, craft your vision statement. What impact do you envision your business having on the world once you've achieved your vision? Phrase this impact as an assertion. Begin the statement with "we will," and you will be off to a great start. Your vision statement, unlike your mission statement, can be longer than a single sentence, but try to keep it to 3 at most. The best vision statements are concise. Finally, your company description should include both short and long-term goals. Short-term goals generally should be achievable within the next year, while 1 to 5 years is a good window for long-term goals. Make sure all your goals are SMART, which is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Perform a market analysis. No matter what type of business you start, it's no exaggeration to say your market can make or break it. Choose the right market for your products, one with plenty of customers who understand and need your product, and you'll have a head start on success. If you choose the wrong market or the right market at the wrong time, you might find yourself struggling for each sale. This is why market research and analysis is a key section of your business plan, whether or not you ever intend for anyone else to read it. It should include an overview of how big you estimate the market is for your products, an analysis of your business's position in the market, and an overview of the competitive landscape. Through research supporting your conclusions is important both to persuade investors and to validate your own assumptions as you work through your plan. The potential market is an estimate of how many people need your product. While it's exciting to imagine sky-high sales figures, you'll want to use as much relevant independent data as possible to validate your estimated potential market. Understand your ideal customer profile. If you're targeting millennial consumers in the US, you first can look for government data about the size of that group. You also could look at projected changes to the number of people in your target age range over the next few years. Research relevant industry trends and trajectory. If your product serves retirees, try to find data about how many people will be retiring in the next 5 years, as well as any information you can find out about consumption patterns among that group. If you're selling fitness equipment, you could look at trends in gym memberships and overall health and fitness among your target audience or the population at large. Look for information on whether your general industry is projected to grow or decline over the next few years. Make informed guesses. You'll never have perfect, complete information about the size of your total addressable market. Your goal is to base your estimates on as many verifiable data points as necessary for a confident guess. If you're entering a market where you can't easily identify direct competitors, consider your indirect direct competitors, companies offering products that are substitutes for yours. For example, if you're selling an innovative new piece of kitchen equipment, it's too easy to say that because your product is new, you have no competition. Consider what your potential customers are doing to solve the same problems your product solves. List your products and services. Your products or services will feature prominently in most areas of your business plan, but it's important to provide a section that outlines key details about them for interested readers. If you sell many items, you can include more general information on each of your product lines. If you only sell a few, provide additional information on each. Step number 3. Choose a good business name. Choosing your business name is an important step in the startup process. Because your business will primarily function online, your chosen name must be available for registration as a business name in your state and within the digital space. This means you'll need to check whether the name you want is available as a business name in your state, domain name, and a username on each of the social media platforms you plan to use. If your chosen name isn't available as a domain name or social media username, consider different permutations of the name and remember that many domain name extensions beyond the original .com are available. Additionally, it's important to check that your name and domain name aren't impinging on any registered trademarks. Step number 4. Decide on your business structure. The business structure you choose will dictate the legal and tax requirements you need to meet. Most small business owners choose from the following structures. Solo proprietorship. This is the simplest form of business structure, but its lack of limited liability offsets its simplicity. The next one is partnership. While this form of business structure might appeal to you if you are embarking on your venture with a partner, your liability is unlimited like a solo proprietorship. Another one is limited liability company, known as an LLC. An LLC offers limited liability without the additional complexity of incorporation, making it one of the most popular small business structures. Another one is corporation. Like an LLC, a corporation provides limited liability, and while it's more complicated to both set up and maintain, it may be a good choice depending on your circumstances. It's always a good idea to consult with an attorney to determine the appropriate business structure of your new business. Because each structure has different tax requirements, you may also want to consult a tax professional. Step number 5. Manage all of the legal tasks. Like a brick and mortar business, you will need to file all the appropriate business formation documents and other paperwork to ensure your new business has a solid legal foundation. This includes registering your business with the appropriate government authorities, obtaining all the required permits and licenses, and meeting all federal and state tax requirements such as applying for state and federal tax ID numbers. Since these requirements vary on a state-by-state basis and the nature of your business, it's important to do your research so you meet any applicable requirements. Again, it's often helpful to consult with an attorney with experience in business startups in your particular industry to make certain you're on the right track. Step number 6. Build your website and choose your sourcing and fulfillment methods. An online business's website is as important as the physical location of a brick and mortar company, and you should put as much care into this part of the startup process as you would if you were location and lead shopping. When looking at how you will build your website, consider available payment processors. For many online businesses, hiring a website developer to help build your site makes sound business sense. The web host you choose is an important consideration as well. You can have a top-notch website, but it will do you no good if your host has too much downtime or if the speed of browsing your site is too slow. In addition to checking out reviews online, consider asking your personal and business network contacts. Other online business owners in particular can provide invaluable information about a website's host's reliability. Depending on the products or services you'll be offering, you'll also need to evaluate and choose your sources of supply and inventory, as well as how you will deliver your products or services to your customer. Again, a number of options are available. Given the importance of having inventory on hand or a good on-demand provider and a reliable method of fulfillment, spending adequate research time on this aspect can help you get good results. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to tell me in the comments section below the video which step or method from this video you are going to use first. I'd be interested to hear from you. So the next thing to do if you want more help with internet marketing is make sure you go and click the link in the description box under the video now and go visit the Internet Business School website, the UK's leading internet marketing training provider. They offer a range of comprehensive courses covering all aspects of digital marketing. They will give you all the training, skills and knowledge you need to create a profitable online business. If you are interested in that, which I hope you are, just click the link in the description box under the video and take a look at it. I hope you found this video useful. Please share it with your friends, like it and tell people about it. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and please give the video a like. Just click the subscribe button below this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment under the video below and I will follow up with you. Thanks for watching.